Hi everyone, this is Arfin. First of all, apologies for delay. So in the last video, we have calculated value at risk, and so today we are going to continue from the same video, and we will calculate something new in this video, which is like historical VaR and some charts and something. So let's start. So let me run it first. Let me clear all the outputs and then we will run it again. Instead of running one by one, let's run all. Okay, so we need to put input here 99 1. Okay, so in the last video I put some comment here that we need to divide this value at risk by 100. Why? Because we have multiplied it with 100 just for presentation purposes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it by 100 in order to have a correct number. So let's run it again. 99 1, and here we go, the correct calculation. Now, so what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to calculate historical VaR. So since we have already calculated historical VaR here, but I want to calculate a historical VaR on a daily basis for like let's say last 2 or 3 years. So how I can do it? Let me download data here. Data hist is equal to, let me copy the code for downloading the data so it will remain same. Let me copy it and let me paste it here by Control V. So here I have downloaded this data from 2020. So let's say I'm going to download this data from 2018 or let's say 17. No worries. Let's run this. Okay, let's check the data here. Data dot head. Okay, check the data from another way. So let's say data underscore hist dot info. So I'm checking the data information here. So we have only one column, which is Apple, contain 1700 data point, and the type of the data is floating. Okay, we can also do some other statistics like data hist dot describe. Okay, so the total data is 1007, mean is 56, standard deviation 25, minimum 27, maximum 136. This is percentile. So you have in different form. So what I did here, I just take the transpose. So in Python, all you need to do is you just need to add dot t and you will have a transpose data. Okay, let's start our analysis. Let me add some line for codes. Okay, and then data hist. I need to calculate return. So is equal to np.log data hist apple slash, just to save some time, I'm going to copy this. So it's gonna be data hist and the rest will remain same. So let's run this. Oops. Let's check data again. Data.head. Also just check the tail of the data. Perfect. Now we need to calculate volatility. We need to calculate, in order to calculate basically VaR, we need to calculate volatility, and it should be daily volatility. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate data historical vol, which is volatility. And then all I'm going to do is we have data return dot. Now we need to calculate a daily volatility here. So for that, what would be the formula for calculating the daily volatility? It will be your rolling period. So what I'm going to do here is rolling. We need to calculate a daily rolling 250 working days volatility. And then I gonna say STD. Let's close the bracket and then that's it. Now let's check historical data dot head. Okay, so you will find nan. Let's check the tail. Here you go, the historical volatility. So it's a daily historical volatility of Apple from 2017. Uh, okay, so I'm going to do one more thing here. Let's, okay, I'll do it here, no worries. So as mentioned earlier, so we are going to have some chart, we are going to have some historical VaR calculation, some analytics. So let me show you some chart. So data historical return dot dot plot. Okay, so we have a return chart, return series here. Okay, so we need to, let's say I'm going to say kind is equal to line. It's gonna show you line. I want, let's say I want to increase the size, so it's gonna be fixed size equal to, let's say 8 comma 8. So run this. Okay, I gonna say let's make it 15 here. Okay, now we have a return series here. I want to see that it is normal or not. So data hist return dot plot kind is equal to histogram. Okay, I want to say bins is equal to, let's say 100. Okay, I'm going to increase the size as well. So fixed size is equal to 15 comma 8. Let's run this. Okay, so we need to have a line here as well. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import one more library called Seaborn. This is specifically for charts. Okay, so SNN dot, let's see how many chart we have here. Algorithm, axis, bar plot, blend plotty, box plot. So many options you will find here. Here we want historical, oh sorry, histogram chart. So what I'm going to do here is histplot, and then let's see what are the information required in order to make a chart. So we need to provide data, we need to provide X, we can provide bins, although it's auto, but we can provide it as well. Okay, so let's do it. Data is equal to data hist, X is equal to return. Okay. Now both the charts are similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say bin is equal to 100. Let's run this. Perfect. Now we need a normal distribution line. So in this one, KDE is equal to true. Here we have a line as well. We need to change the color of the chart. Color is equal to green. Oops. Okay. I can change the color as well here. So you can increase the size, and what I would recommend you to search how to increase the size, and if you are unable to find it, just put it in the comment section below, and I will guide you how we can increase the size of this chart by using Seaborn, not from pyplot or sorry, matplotlib, pyplot here, or from pandas. So yeah, okay. Now I'm going to do one more thing here. In fact, I'll do it in a later stage with VAR. So, okay. So what I have done so far here, I have calculated historical volatility. Now, let me just grab the data here. So, okay. Now I'm going to calculate historical VAR. So let's say hist underscore VAR, which is equal to, so we have historical simulation, oh, historical data here, in which we have return series. Oops, sorry, it will not be return, it will be historical volatility because we need volatility for calculation. Multiply, we need confidence interval into to time. I'm going to multiply it with -1, which I will show you in a while. In fact, I'm going to remove it, and then I will show you why I'm doing this. So let's run this. Okay, so CI and time is already defined there on top, which is confidence interval and time. So in this case, I think I have to change it to, instead of capital CI, I'm gonna make it, in fact, I'm gonna put confidence level, and horizon. Let's run this and you will find an error. So, okay, sorry, it's gonna be like, gonna put it like this way. It's gonna be good. Okay, so confidence level is not defined. So for that, what I'm going to do is, so there are two options. Number one, you can define confidence interval here directly and time horizon in order to generate a series. Another way is to just input the data and then it will auto add your confidence interval and time, because every time, for example, if you want to check the historical value at risk on 99% confidence interval with 1 day horizon, you will generate only one series. If you want to change the confidence interval from 99 to 27 by having the same horizon, so your data will append the old historical VaR. So that's why I'm defining historical VaR here. Now, if you want to have a multiple VaR, so that's a separate thing. For that, you can have historical VaR at 99%, historical VaR at 97%, historical VaR at 90%, or whatever confidence interval and horizon you want. So in this case, since I have defined confidence interval and horizon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to input. So for that, I'm just going to copy the same command which I have put it here. So let me just copy and paste by using Control V. So CI. So here it will be, let me copy this confidence interval, horizon. So here I'm going to put, let's say CI, let's say days, and I'm going to remove this. So the same thing should be reflected here. It's gonna be CI and it's gonna be days. So let's run this and see 99 1. Now I want to see historical data dot head. Let's run this. Okay, now we have a new column which is called historical VaR. Let's check the tail of the data. Perfect. I want to see data information. So data info. Let's see. Okay, so now we have Apple, which is 1007. We have return, which will be always less than the actual price. Obviously, the first day return will be 0. Then we have historical volatility. I will show you something in order to just prove the calculation of value at risk, which is historical VaR. I'm gonna take the last. In fact, I'm going to multiply it with 100 and I'm going to take the tail. So you will see okay. In fact, I can do it directly, but let's try this as well. Okay, so it's negative 5.88. So what was our number here, which we have just calculated before? It is 6.87%, while this is quite different. I need to check why. Okay. So basically It's gonna be horizon here, and let's run this. 99 1. Okay, 5.88 same. There must be something I'm doing wrong here. Uh, let me do it here. Let me run this one and see what's gonna happen. So 99 1 6.87. Uh, uh, so wall is basically it's gonna start from second, and okay, one more thing I need to fix here, which is confidence interval, confidence level. I hope it's gonna sort out. Yes. So that was my mistake because I didn't change it. So now it's 6.87%. Perfect. So hence we have proved that the last observation is also matching with the 1 year value at risk which we have calculated above, which is this one based on almost 1 year data. So yeah, let's plot this. So what I'm going to do, data historical dot plot. Let's plot this. Okay, so here we have Apple price, we have return of Apple, we have historical volatility, and we have historical VaR. All we need to do is we just need to plot two things, which is return and value at risk. So for that, what I'm going to do is let's plot it one by one. So let's delete this. Oops. Return dot plot. Okay. Let me just increase the size. Is equal to 15 comma 8. Let's run this. Okay, perfect. Now this is the return we have. Now we are going to calculate data or plot basically historical var dot, let me copy this whole. Okay, so if you remember, I told you that we are going to multiply it with -1 in order to have a chart which gonna start from negative axis, because value at risk is always negative. It's a loss actually. So yeah, what I'm going to do here is multiply -1. So let's run this. So we have a number in negative, gonna be loss. Okay, so here you have noticed that 250 working days is blank because we calculated 250 rolling volatility. So in order to remove this, we have another way. So I'm going to show you how we can do it. So if you remember, we did one thing here. We started our data from 2. So for that, what I'm going to do is we need to plot this data, especially return data from 250 working days. So what I'm going to do is data historical Now, here is the tricky part. What I want to do is I want to calculate, or I want to basically plot it with the starting point same as var. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take historical var dot count minus 250, because 250 is the rolling days colon. Let's run this only and see how many data point we have here. So we have 500 data point. Okay, in fact, I can remove it here and then see how many data point we have. So we have 250 because the remaining data is 250. So all I'm going to do is minus, let's say 500, and then see how many data points, 750 data point here. And if you notice here, the total data point is 757. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this from 507. So let's see. So it's gonna be 557. Let me just show you one more thing here. Let's say 509. We have 579 return series, which we don't want actually, because we want it to be the same. So 570, 757 here, and 757, which we have already noticed. Where it is here. That the historical VaR figure is 757. So what I'm going to do here is dot plot fixed size is equal to 15 comma 7. Let's run this. Okay. I think let's make it 8. Perfect. And then I'm going to plot data hist historical var. Copy this, paste it here. Great. Now this is based on line. Now I'm going to do some small modification in this chart. So kind is equal to line, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say sty style is equal to, let's say I want dots. Let's run this. Okay. I want the color is equal to red. Now here it's not clear what is what basically. So I'm going to say plt dot legend. So I want to see the name of the data series. So it's return. This is historical var in blue, and I'm gonna say plt dot show in order to get rid of this line. So let's run this. Also, you can change this font style here, actually not font. So I'm gonna say I want plus. Let's run this. You will have plus. You can put any of the sign here, whatever you want. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. And if you have any query, anything you want to know, just feel free to put it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit the like button. I will really do appreciate it. And if you want me to make some video for something which you want to learn, so please do let me know. I will definitely try my best to make a video ASAP on that. Thank you so much.